Hey people, Intro here, 1v1, Green Tooth Gorge, blue side. It's Man of Faith, also known as Tex, with a Force Commander. Very strong offense, fighting in melee combat, can also tank, disrupt and support the Black Templars elite scheme here. Up against red side, Asmondeus with a Warlock, a melee spellcaster that leaps into combat, some powerful disruption and support. We got some Banshees, looks like Force Commander is grabbing that power, then going mid, Warlock up the west side, so Force Commander's going to run into those Banshees and the Guardians with Tax. Probably with the Tax, they're going to grab this wreck point, they have that fast capping trait, and it's double scouts for Tex. So I guess at least one shotgun. It might be the first power purchase actually, depending on when that first fight happens. We'll see how many gens they put up. No node yet. Need the 125. 2 gens up immediately for Asmon, suggesting we're going to get double shurikens, or maybe shurikens and rangers, or maybe double rangers. I don't expect that though. Banshees on the prowl. Are they going mid or are they going west? Oh, they've spotted the scouts, or rather the scouts have spotted them. Taking some hits from Bolt of Fire. Warlock has come mid. I thought they were going to try and wrap around maybe, but they're into Destructor. Destructor missed, I believe, and then he got knocked over by the Force Commander. That was not a battle cry either. Saving battle cry for the Banshees most likely. Warlock with a good special, knock down all 4 models there. Allows the Banshees to surround one Marine. That Marine is done for. Yep, down they go. But now they're getting battle cry, and these battle cry buffs are stacking up on those tactical Marine melee attacks. Banshees don't want to drop 2 models, or then they drop 2 models, then it's barely worth it, because attacks are 75 to reinforce, and I believe Banshees are 35 each. Almost lost more than the 2 models too. Tex has stayed in the field, and we have a Guardian weapon team up for Asmon. Catches the scouts, catches the Force Commander. Tex got away though, and they can decap that power point nice and quick. Meanwhile, more scouts on the west side for Tex to decap. They'll also spot the power, so Tex will know that there's more tier 1.5 units coming. Guardians with a decent shot on that guy to the left, I think. Force Commander's in there though. Will they go for the garrison, or do they risk the wrath of a flamer? Assault squad on the way for Tex. What is Asmon's next purchase going to be? Is it going to be a Merciless Switchblade? Most likely not. Most likely we'll see Rangers or the second Shuriken and then a Merciless Switchblade. If we do indeed see one, I think we would once they see the Assault Squad. It is going to be Rangers for Asmon. Note cancelled into another Guardian weapon team. Can help to cover each other against those Assault Marine jumps. Shuriken forces off the Tax, and they'll try and cap the wreck point on that edge. Scouts back to their natural VP. Tactical Marines just took a little break to have a chat there. Oh, it is Rangers. Indecisive, but they've gone for Rangers in the end, I think. I mean, it's halfway through it. Assault Squad are up. These guys are jump troops that disrupt when they land. 400 hit points of heavy infantry armor. Can be very vulnerable to Banshees in tier 1 especially. But they're going to have that Force Commander support here and there. There's a jump. Gets the drop on the Shuriken. Shuriken goes for the garrison now. Force Commander's there. Kind of a risky place because there's potentially grenades and stuff. Warlock will fight the Assault Squad. There's the battle cry. Now the Shuriken kicks in, and the Warlock is going to lead them into it, doing more damage as they get closer. And Tex backs off. Assault Squad in fact have to retreat. Warlock will get a decap. Here comes a grenade though. Kicking off in the mid, I think. We'll see what this grenade does. Banshees are yelling. Is that going to wipe them? It might. Doesn't quite wipe them, but there's a Force Commander on retreat path and the scouts on retreat path. I think this Guardian weapon team is done for. One more hit will do it. Down it goes. Oh, Banshees went into base. Chasing the Tax, I guess. Don't think they got a model. They could have reinforced it already. A nice grenade from Asmon. Beautifully timed as that Force Commander closed in just before his melee charge kicked in. And Asmon replaces the Guardian Weapon team. That might mean no Merciless in Tier 1 then. Banshees retreat off the base as we saw. Rangers annoying the scouts with Kinetic Pulse to disrupt from long range. And Guardians with their aspect, or their battle equipment I should say these days, using their fleet to reposition. Can they avoid the wrath of the assault squad? Don't want to bunch up with the Rangers and let those guys jump you both. Jump, misses. Guardians did drop a model though, just from bolt pistols. Here comes the Warlock with a jump, but they were already in retreat. Banshees are there. Aspect of Strength most likely. Yep, Aspect of Strength is in. 397 to 456. Don't think they're going to get a model there, but they might be able to push through onto power with Guardian Weapon Team support. Oh, we have Devastators up for techs. I was expecting a drop pod tack drop actually, and then into Tier 2, but they've got the devs up. Destructor doesn't do a whole lot, and Iron Halo in play for the Force Commander. Gives him a shield, depleting energy instead of health. But they've taken it down because Battle Cry's up, I guess. So they have that disruption. Allows the energy to regenerate. And Banshee's dealt with quite well there. Shuriken took a while to set up again, but has done so. No war gear for the Warlock, and they're into Tier 2. Suggesting no Merciless suggests they want the Wraith Lord in Tier 2, but they have a lot of options. I think Warp Spiders could do a lot of work. Dark Creepers, I think they would just get jumped and dealt with, and the Force Commander could teleport after them, all that stuff. Warp Spiders could do some awesome work, but the Wraith Lord can smack the Assault Squad around, smack everything around, although they could Missile Launcher and Melter and Las Cannon, all sorts of stuff for that Wraith Lord, but you're making techs pay for stuff at that point, change their composition. These guys do have a Flamer, and they are beelining for the power. Guardian's getting roasted. Look at the damage the Flamer does to those guys, especially when they're in cover. It seemed to destroy the tree as well. Grenade. Little bit of friendly fire there. They've isolated the devs, and I think they're going to get them. The Devastators go down. Banshees need to get out of here, though. And they do. Rangers are not helping right now. Now they're shooting. Do the Banshees get away? Oh, that was a clutch. A clutch Kinetic Pulse. Or was that a special attack? I think that was a Kinetic Pulse. I think that saved the Banshees, because the Assault Squad could have jumped again and finished them, definitely. Even if they jumped and Bolt Pistol, I think they would have finished them. But the Flame Attack stayed in play, and they're on the power, and here come the Assault Squad to run interference. Gets the Rangers out of there. Force Commander will also run the interference, and Scouts go for the VP. They lost the devs, but otherwise a decent passage of play for techs. They've got 2 gens down. They're going to get a decap on the VP. The map is looking quite blue right now. There's more scouts here. Banshees are yelling and fighting. The Assault Squad jump out. Force Commander saving that battle cry, of course, but they've just left him behind, and they're in on the attacks. That's the thing about those Force Commander specials when he has that chainsaw. There's a little bit of a delay in the animation afterwards, after he does his swing. And if you can time your fleet of foot and stuff, grenade, a little bit of a friendly fire there, guys. I don't think it killed a Banshee. They lost Banshees elsewhere. Yeah, that battle cry swing with the chainsword. A little bit of a delay after it. You can get away maybe if you're quick. Asmon's Warlock gets a decap and then runs. And there's the Tier 2 for techs soon. Looks like Asmon is indeed going for a Wraith Lord, because they haven't spent their resources yet. Did they get the Exarch even? They did. She's there with her spear, poking at the Force Commander. Force Commander splits a shield up and says, bring it. Scouts helping out, and they get rid of the Banshees. Guardian Weapon Team. Are they going to harass again? Oh, these guys are being sneaky. Oh, they might grenade them. There's the infiltration. I don't know if Asmon caught that. Doesn't seem like it. Oh, they faked the grenade and just shoot with bolters and hissed Rangers to set up a setup for the Guardian Weapon Team, but they do retreat and they can just cap. What is this? Guardians on the east side capping. Can you get over there? Reasonable time with their fleets. Force Commander just hanging out in the mid. It's a whirlwind for Tex. Not expecting that. And there's the Wraith Lord. Tier 2 Walker for Eldar. Big old Ghost Glaive sword. Hurts a lot and can get a shoulder mounted ranged weapon without affecting melee resistance, which is a big deal. Got a tax sergeant here that would help them stand up to the Banshees, and an assault squad sergeant with the Merciless Strike. I mean, just having the Merciless Strike doesn't mean you're going to do well against Banshees. You need to time it well and hit it well. Banshees, oh, they spread out in a line. That would have been a good time to use it. Grenade goes in. It's a good grenade, and a Wraith Lord's in amongst the tax. Banshees run away. I think Tex can get out of this without dropping a model, and you see the assault squad just tearing through the Guardians. Force Commander times the retreat, good, and assault squad get out unscathed. I don't think they got any models off the Marines. No, they didn't. These scouts are missing a model, but they're just capping. Wasn't too bad for Tex, but they are giving up the mid. Whirlwind is here. Not sure what the thinking is. Maybe to shoot into those melees. And the Hunter Killer will be useful against the Wraith Lord. Do we see anything else for the Wraith Lord? We do. Missile launcher. And there's Thunder and Lightning for the Melter Bomb. Is that going to be enough, though? I mean, they use the Melter, they shoot the missile, then Banshees or the Warlock or both of them get on the tax, you would think. Might need something else. The Hunter Killer does a fair chunk of damage, but it's got a long cooldown, I think. Do they need a Power Fist as well? Might be enough to back off the Wraith Lord. Especially if the Force Commander can run interference for the tax and get those battle cries. Might be worth getting a... No, we got the Power Fist. Might be worth getting a Thunderhammer, I was going to say, to protect the Tactical Marines. Banshees are not quite level 1. Autark dropped in? Yeah, it is. Wiped out those scouts. Whirlwind gets the shot. That might have been the first shot that Asmon saw. See how quickly the Banshees go down. Force Commander's there with the fist. Autark jumping in, healing with the speed buff and the damage buff. This is tempting for Asmon to take, but with the Banshees down to 4 models, I think they should back off here. They're going to get picked off as they run in, unless you throw the Warlock in early for the disruption. They have the Witchblade of Kurnus, so they're going to be way more dangerous to the assault squad or just Marines in general. No energy here for a grenade. And Tex goes for the mid, 3-2-3 to 3-1-2. Autark, oh, gets the fusion gun. Maybe we'll see Falchu's wing for enhance. Autark with enhance, and that fusion gun is pretty nuts. No sign of it yet. Warlock's still level 1. Force Commander's level 2. We have an infiltrated Wraith Lord, thanks to Hollow Fields, I imagine. Going in. Big swing on the assault squad there. Whirlwind doing its thing, though. Surprised the Autark didn't, like, jump on rear armor of it and go after it. There we go. There's a jump. Gets disruption. Heals the Warlock a bit and is now going after the Whirlwind. Oh, but shotguns come in. Force Commander smacking down the Warlock. Barely gets away. Now have a little bit of a flank. Autark is still chasing. So it's going to be close for the Emperor on the scouts from Tex. Nicely done. 25% damage bonus. And I think that Autark's done for. Sloppy from Asmon. Were they not watching what happened there? Asmon is confused. Maybe they told her to retreat earlier and she didn't. Sometimes, like, being in the middle of a knockdown animation and stuff can make that happen. And she was knocked over a couple of times, I think, from the shotguns and from the Whirlwind, but that was awesome to see the quick for the Emperor on the scouts to shotgun her down. And it was red well spent. Got it done. Not sure why these guys have a Bright Lance right now. Don't think they can hunt down the Whirlwind with it. Another Guardian Weapon team on the way. No Warp Spiders, eh? We do have a Librarian. 4 staff, and can use Gate of Infinity to maybe get an assault squad out of a bad spot. Or anything out of a bad spot, I guess. Tex happy to take this fight. Goes straight after the Wraith Lord, but doesn't have the energy to use Flesh over Steel now. Wraith Lord doesn't have a shoulder-mounted weapon, it should be said. There's the Melter. Tax able to get way too many shots in here. Warlock is now going after them, but Banshees were focused on the assault squad and they got dealt with. It's a good merciless in there, I think. Whirlwind now disrupting the Warlock. That Whirlwind is doing really good work, actually. Really good work. Assault squad. Oh, assault squad might go down. There's a grenade. And it's nicely done. Librarian gets away. Assault squad taken care of then. And those guys had Sergeant and the... oh, down goes the Wraith Lord to a Whirlwind shot, I think. Asmon should have been quicker tying up those tacks. Would have been a great fight, but lost the Wraith Lord. As I was saying, the assault squad had the Thunder and Lightning and the Sergeant, so that was a high value squad there, but Wraith Lord is pretty damn expensive too. Ethereal Slash to try and get that trailing model, and I think they got it. Drop pod tax coming in. Perhaps we'll see some Stern Guard. Those Hellfire rounds do a lot of damage to Banshees. A lot of damage, and here's the Whirlwind Chase. It can't fire while it's moving. So if you can keep pressure on, looks like the pressure waned just enough, but it didn't hit anything. Looks like they are not going to chase in though, which is smart, I think. Not going to chase in. 243 to 287. Tier 3 for Asmon. Are they looking for a Seer Council here, or is it going to be Fire Prism time? I would say Seer Council. Because Fire Prism just going to get fisted and missiled and Hunter Killer. We are going to get some Stern Guard veterans. There they are. First Company Marines that can change their ammo to combat all targets. We'll be using Hellfire against the Eldar a lot for the damage of a time versus regular infantry. And they show no fear from the tax there to help them get away. Force Commander is all suppressed. There's the Force Wall from the Force Staff. Force Barrier, I should say. 213 to 287. It's our territory now, said the scouts. Force Commander just got sniped, I think. Oh, who's getting sniped? Oh, over here. It was a librarian saying that. 1-to-1 cap, but it's going to be 2-to-1, I think. Wonder if it's worth fleeting the Guardians over to decap the east side. Whirlwind getting a good shot there on the Warlock. For the Emperor up on the Hellfire round. Stern Guard, look at the damage to the Banshees. Smite went in there too. That was painful. Not sure why the Force Commander, there he goes. Why wasn't he charging earlier? Would have got another hit, I think. Banshees barely got away. Although it was the Exarch at least. Warlock with the Cloak of Shadows. 204 to 267. And it is indeed a Seer Council. You think one Warlock's bad? How about 5 of them with power melee that can all jump on you? Going for power, I think, now is Tex. Scouts putting pressure on the west side too. Boxing in Asmon quite well here. Here's the Seer Council though, with the distortion field on them from the Warlock's global bar, giving him ranged damage reduction. You can use the Cloak of Shadows as well, maybe. Kill the Librarian. They do so much damage, the Seer Council. Scary, scary fellas. Banshees alongside them too. Seer Council also emits a ranged damage resistance aura that they themselves benefit from, so the Banshees sticking by them will help them out a lot. Now they're on the Whirlwind, and it's enough power melee just to tear through it. That was a bad fight for Tex. Corp kind of flat-footed as they came in for the power there. Thought they could fight off the Seer Council with their battle cry and stuff, I guess, but just so much disruption. Warlock capping mid. Banshees can fleet to the east side. There they go. Seer Council still chasing. It's another Librarian up for Tex. Look at the amount of disruption. Each one of them can knock you over. You can't precisely control... Wait, what was that? What just blew up over here? I don't know. You can't precisely control like who leaps when, but sometimes you get those nice chains. Did Tex have another vehicle up that I completely missed? Or is that just the remains of the... No, the whirlwind's over there. I don't know what that was blowing up. Very confused now. Is there a Razorback or something? I didn't hear a Razorback firing. As observant as ever. Scorch Beam up for the right lance. Shuriken Cannon there is now being tied up. Are the scouts going to chuck their grenade or something? What are they doing? Nope. They're just shotgunning stuff. Warlock goes down. Just a backhand with a power fist. Fair enough. 182 to 164. Tex goes tier 3. Not out of this yet. Not by a long shot. Rangers were killed. 1 to 1. Still has a VP lead. And the Warlock's down. Grenade is dodged quite well. Split them. Guardians with their Warlock leader should be fine here. Nice grenade though. Takes out a couple. Uh-oh. Librarian's in trouble. Got Scorch Beamed. And now gets jumped and power meleeed and goes down. Shotgun blast coming in. Force Commander's not happy. Everything flees. Not a whole lot. The Tax and the Stern Guard could do that. They're going to drop another squad. They are. This is a nasty, nasty little group of melee. Tech's down to just 2 units, actually. That'll be GG right here. They still have a 2-to-1 cap. Asmon needs to get on those points. And they are getting the Banshees over there. Maybe that was another whirlwind or something, and that's what stopped the Banshees getting to the east side. But there's tier 3. Is it Lightning Claw Terminator time? When they get more requisition, or a tank maybe? If they can keep it moving. Maybe protect it with these shotgun guys. So they do a lot of damage to the Banshees whenever they can isolate them. Which is not that often, but a lot of damage potentially there. There's the double for Asmon. The map looking very red. Looks like we are indeed going to see Terminators. Because they're not purchasing anything else. Level 4 Force Commander, Whirlwind coming in for Asmon. There's the Assault Terminators. 5,400 hit points of Emperor's Fury. Can get Lightning Claws, which removes some of the hit points, but gives them very, very scary anti-infantry for the Emperor on the Stern Guard again. Lost the indicator for the Warlock. That Shuriken or Bright Lance, which one was it? The Shuriken just got destroyed. For the Emperor, kind of wasted there. This is just scary, and there's Cloak of Shadows as well. 135 to 129. Seer Council will do a lot of damage to these guys, but there are the claws. Now the Seer Council need to watch out. Dark Creepers now for Asmon to help shoot down these Terminators. Cancelled the Fire Prism. Don't even try to fight them, guys. How quickly that fella died. Warlock also in big trouble. Fleets away. Away from the scary Terminators. 126 to 129 on the VPs. Do they have enough of a map presence to compete here, Tex? Stern Guard coming back to the mid. Guardians on this VP. So 1 to 1. Tex will get a 2 to 1, I think. No, they won't. Oh, maybe. Those guys aren't decapping the mid anymore. There's the Ethereal Slash. But yeah. Got to get away from those Terminators. It's a single cap now for Asmon. Scouts didn't get the cap in time to get the 2 to 1. Dark Creepers here. With aspect of Reaper up. Oh, did they use the fleet global there to help those Dark Creepers get away? Did they get their own fleet? They don't, do they? I don't think so. There they go. Couldn't quite get a model off those Stern Guard. Scouts being sneaky. I think they spotted the Banshees there. Just drawing the Dark Creepers in a bit. Terminators just stomping around, terrifying everything here. More Dark Creepers for Asmon. I mean, makes sense. Just a weight of fire to take out those Terminators, and maybe when they start running, then you chase with your melee. 103 to 129. Not that Terminators run much. There we go, they're running right now. Gonna just stomp away grumpily. Gonna go for the decap here. Their super heavy infantry armor shrugging off a lot of shuriken damage from these Guardian fellas. They're level 3 though. And because they're so far back, a lot of their damage is being focused on that one model. They got the decap and that's enough for them. Pinning fire Dark Reapers, suppressing the Force Commander. Did pop the battle cry though. Some power melee kicks from the Banshees trying to fleet away. Terminators, hello. Dark Reapers are heavy infantry, so they'll take more damage from the power melee claws. Not that they need the help, the claws there. How are they going to handle this? Looks like by backing off is what Tex is doing. Here comes Sternguard. 102 to 124. They turn to fight for the Emperor on the Sternguard. Distortion field is up though, I believe. No, it's not. Thought I saw it, but it's not. See, Council switched their target to the Sternguard, which was a good move. It makes the Terminators move rather than attacking, and they are being shot to pieces by the Dark Reapers. Haven't dropped a model yet though. Sternguard barely get out there. With 6 hit points, probably less than that at some point. Terminators do drop one model. That's Veil of Time to help them run away. Another Librarian for Tex then. Ouch. Good special on those Dark Reapers. That guy died pretty hard. Only 9 red for a Dark Reaper, really? That seems pretty low. Oh, 12 for that guy. That was the Exarch, I guess. Warlock runs. Level 5, very nearly level 6. We've got Guardians taking back Asmon's natural. Double cap now, 59 to 124. Pinning fire on that Force Commander is really annoying him. Banshees, big threat for the Librarian. They are level 4, aren't they, as well, yeah. Oh, Gate of Infinity, some Terminators in for backup. And the Banshees didn't like that. Terminators did reinforce, but they didn't fully heal. A weight of fire for the Force Commander to deal with now. He is level 6. See Council run away from the scary, scary Terminators. Need to get the Dark Reapers standing and shooting somewhere at these guys. They're trying to take the fight. For the Emperor on the Terminators for even more damage. Looks like the Seer Council are going to get away. What level are they? Level 2. Just used their teleport. Guardian's in a tough spot here. I don't think they have their fleet. Looks like they made it. Dark Reapers now getting damage on. Bright Lance trying to get some DPS on. Banshees going in. Just to keep them standing, I guess. For a second at least. Shotgun scouts to help. Where's the blast? No blast, they got yelled at. 35 to 101. A grenade went in there, I think. Messed up those Banshees a bit. Force Commander gets the cap. Meanwhile, triple here for Tex. Bloody hell. Dark Reapers back into the garrison. Can get some shots, some free shots on these Terminators here. Not too many though. They're using that tank as a line of sight blocker. Librarian hanging out in the mid with the Psychic Hood. So can always get the Terminators out of trouble if needed. Must be close to dropping a model. Dark Reapers keep on moving. Warlock chases them down. Gets some good damage with the aspect, with the Witchblade of Kurnus. These guys take another garrison as they fall over dead. Warlock's feeling very brave right now. Uh-oh. That's bad news for the Terminators. Providence is up. And they are very low. Where's the gates? No Gate of Infinity. Lost sight of them, maybe. Was watching mid. Looks like Tex is going to get it with a single cap. Holy crap. How did they do this? Tex is so good at the VP game. So good. Just kept them there to hold up this stuff, I guess. Amazing stuff. They were down to 2 units at some point. A lot of the end game they had 3 or 4. Terminators did so much heavy lifting. They had a level 6 Warlock and a level 7 Force Commander. Awesome stuff. Thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.